Forgiveness really is so important, and people don't understand that forgiveness is not just an act of kindness towards another, not at all. It's the alchemical process by which we liberate ourselves, which we gain freedom. Forgiveness is a way shower, teaching us how to release the energetic anchors that bind us to a past self, allowing our true spiritual nature to finally emerge, to truly move forward from the confines of the ego and the frightened personality to the expansion of spirit. We must engage in these 5 sacred acts of forgiveness. 1, forgive your parents and your lineage. We must begin by forgiving our parents, not just for their perceived mistakes or shortcomings, but for all the programming and ancestral patterns they passed down. They operated from their own level of consciousness, doing the best they could with the tools and wounds they themselves inherited. Forgiving them is a profound act of breaking generational chains. It allows you to finally dissolve the energetic baggage of your lineage and step into your own sovereign reality, free from the unconscious contracts of the past. 2, forgive people from the past and intimate relationships, partnerships, close friends, and all those who loved and left an indelible mark on your soul. Forgive them all to move forward. Forgive the pain, the betrayal, or the disappointment that they may have caused. This is not about condoning their actions, but about reclaiming your power. Holding on to bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Forgiveness cuts energetic cords, releasing you from karmic ties and allowing your heart to be fully present and open to new, healthier connections. 3, forgive everyone else who has hurt you. This category includes colleagues, business partners, and even those who project negativity onto you from afar. The personality loves to cling to stories of victimhood and injustice. However, from a higher perspective, these figures often are our greatest unwitting teachers. They show us where our own wounds lie. Forgiving them starves the ego of its narrative. It is a conscious choice to stop carrying the heavy burden of resentment and to instead harvest the wisdom from experience. Forgive everyone else who has hurt you. You're free without that story. 4, forgive yourself. Perhaps the most crucial and sacred act is self-forgiveness. We always start with self-love. You must forgive the person you were for the choices you made when you didn't know any better. We're always doing the best we can at the time. Release the guilt and self-blame from past actions, recognizing you were operating with the awareness and resources available to you at the time. Self-forgiveness is the ultimate act of compassion. It is an agreement you make with yourself to stop your inner war, to integrate the lessons, and to allow yourself the grace of a new beginning. This is the cornerstone of all healing. And the 5th sacred act of forgiveness, forgive God, life, or the universe. This is the category most overlooked, yet it is often the deepest blockage to peace. Many of us hold subtle, subconscious, or profound resentments against life itself for hardships, losses, grief we haven't processed, and unfairness we have endured. We feel betrayed by God or the universe for not meeting our expectations. To forgive life is to surrender the ego's demand that reality should have been different. Acceptance today is the answer to every single problem we have. Forgiveness of God, life, or the universe is the ultimate act of trust, releasing the why me and embracing what can I learn from this mentality. This final act of forgiveness dissolves the last barrier between you and a state of grace, allowing you to find peace, not in spite of your journey, but because of it. By walking these 5 pathways of forgiveness, you consciously dismantle the prison of your past. You don't need just to heal. You transform. You create the sacred space necessary for a future built not on resentment, but on unshakable foundations of love and inner freedom. And paradoxically, in this way, as we forgive others, God forgives us. Separation dissolves, and we move past duality, past the anxiety of separation, and into true love, peace, and belonging.